What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the first dungeon in ArcheAge. This is a new free-to-play game, and it is a blast to play. Having a lot of fun with this, and I got two characters now that are getting up there in levels, so I'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on here and should be able to give you guys good little tips and tricks as I come across them. But starting out, Cellar, not a bad dungeon at all. It's a good introduction to how things work in this game, and it's pretty straightforward, so the video won't be overly in-depth. But starting out, you're just going to be clearing the mobs in this room. As you can see, this game really promotes having high-level people with you in dungeons, so if things look like they're really easy, it is because they are really easy. I have two 50s with me, so we pull things a little faster, but you're going to want to take it a little slower, obviously, if you have a regular leveled group. But I recommend highly just standing outside there. People are constantly looking for what they call mentees. The mentors are obviously the higher level people, and they get credit for helping you through the dungeon, so you're going to see that a lot when you're in a looking for game situation. So clear this room right here. You'll see in the center right there, there's some fire. There's going to be a lever that I slow down for real quick that you guys can see, and you're going to pull that lever. It's going to get rid of the fire. Then the door on the side, the right side when you enter the room, is going to open up. So as you can see, pull that guy right there. Fire's gone. Somebody runs down, clicks it. Break a few crates because you're badass, and then that door opens. Once you're in this door, it's going to be pretty straightforward again. You're going to take out the guy on the stairs and the other guys that are down on the bottom here, and you're going to notice that the door in front of you is blocked by fire. You can't get through that. So what you got to do is, after you clear this room, there's going to be a small area. Once again, I slow down so you guys can check it out. And you're going to go in here, swim around the little underwater waterway there, and you're going to be pulling another lever, and that's going to get rid of the fire. Once that fire's gone, you're going to be entering into the room with the first boss. I go in like a retard because, once again, I have level 50s with me, so we clear this pretty quickly. But the first boss is going to spawn a big ad, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. You just have to DPS her down. There isn't a whole lot of dodge other than a little AoE. So once again, this is a beginning dungeon, so the mechanics aren't overly complicated, but after you DPS these two people down, you get your first taste at what dungeon loot looks like. Love that loot. Moving on from this, you're going to, one of the people is going to get a key, so there might be some confusion as to why you can't open the door. It's because only one member of the team gets a key. Once that person gets that key, you open up the door that's straight ahead from the room that you were just in. Alright, once you get in here, you're going to, once again, clear the room out. This room is cleared, you're going to notice that there's a very large dog on the left side of this room right here. There's also a trap in front of him. What you do is you have somebody pull the dog, hit the ice trap, and if you time it right, like I'm pretty sure we don't, it actually freezes him in place, but we got too much DPS anyways, so I figure we might as well use the trap so we all run into it anyhow. It's utilizing the game mechanics at its best right there. That will help in a lower level group though, because it is a little difficult to kill that guy. Entering the next room, you're going to be in the situation you were in last time. There's going to be a whole bunch of guys in there. You're just going to DPS those guys down. I recommend if you're in a lower level group, you just pull them one group at a time, which can be done with a bow and arrow, obviously. Very straightforward. Every class has it, so you shouldn't have a problem pulling mobs one at a time. Or you can just do what we do and pull everything at the same time if you have two level 50s in it. It should be pretty straightforward. And DPS the boss down, who only jumps up in the air at some point and doesn't let you hit him. We hit a little lag spike because I wanted to show you guys what Cellar looks like. Any other time it wouldn't lag at all, but this guy's really easy to kill if you have people in your group especially, and if you have people who are ranged DPS, it's super easy to kill the guy in midair even. But he does a little AoE fire thing. Once again, the mechanics are just so simple at this point, it's not even really worth explaining. And again, get you some loots. And somebody randomly is going to get the key, or maybe who loots it, I don't know, but either way you get the key. Pull a little Indiana Jones move here. That thing doesn't even hurt you, I don't even know why it's there, but maybe it does and I just got lucky. But just stick to the left side wall, or on the right side there's actually a little nook you can hop into and you can avoid the Indiana Jones thing. DPS those guys, head up to the boss. Watch the amazing cutscene, look at this goodness. Check out the volume. So there wasn't any real good things to worry about anyways. This guy comes in hot with his staff. Giving him the business. Looks like Oberyn from Game of Thrones. So that goes away. You're going to notice there's a wall on the left side. You can climb onto these vines and shimmy your way across. You're going to go all the way across and enter a room that has 2 people in it. There is actually a guy in there for the quest the first time you enter here, and times afterwards if you get the, I think it's part of the daily quest. Either way, it's that guy on the left right there that's just kind of standing there. I run by him too quick and fall into the water here because they started the boss. But that actually helps out because I can show you guys a little something later. This is actually the only boss that actually has any mechanics to him, so what he's going to do is light himself on fire, as you can see, and there's a little yellow glowing buckets on the side. You run to those buckets and you throw them on them, and it actually puts him out from being on fire. The other mechanic is he lights you on fire, and when I fell off of that ledge earlier, you saw me jump into water. That's actually the water you run to put yourself out. So other than that, this guy is just a straight DPS fest. Isn't a whole lot going on. We actually pull the ads during it, but once again, if you have 50s in there, it's not too much of a problem. So just put him out when he's on fire and put yourself out when you're on fire, and this should be just a DPS race at that point. Okay, as I was mentioning earlier, I didn't actually do what I was supposed to do for that quest, but there is a way to get up. If you climb the roots that are located right over here, you can go back up to the top there, and if you carry a bucket with you, you're going to be able to douse the guy that's up there. Once you douse him, it completes the quest, and that is the end of this dungeon. Once you're done with that, jump down into the water and just leave, and you've finished up Palace Cellars and seen what ArcheAge has to offer for its first dungeon. Later on, I'll have more coverage of some of the other dungeons that are higher level as I get to them and as I actually learn enough to where I can confidently tell you guys what to do in them. And stay tuned for some fun coverage of pirates killing us and stuff like that. Thanks for watching.